Welcome back to our program, Global Economy with Amir, and we are here at PakChina Joint Chamber of Commerce. It's such a big effort, and the person behind this all, Mr. Wang Zihaie, existing president of PakChina Joint Chamber of Commerce. He's with us. We welcome you to our program, and we are very, very happy actually to welcome you to our program. Regarding our program, we want to appreciate some efforts from you, especially you took an early initiative to develop a platform between China and Pakistan. And then you created this platform of Pakistan-China Joint Chamber of Commerce. How did you get this idea? How this idea boom up to your mind? Could you please let us know?
Yes, thank you so much for your appreciation. Actually, to incorporate this kind of the chamber is not only by myself, it's also due to the contribution like our previously president, just Mr. Shafir, and also Shafir, and also our Secretary General, Mr. Salahuddin, and also a lot of other famous businessmen from Pakistan as well from China. So at that time, we do think that we should make one unique chamber between Pakistan and China. We gather the different company from Pakistan and also as well from China to make a chamber to focus the cooperation of these two brother countries. So this is what the idea at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good idea to bring that two brotherly countries closer together. Coming up, our next question is, how do you feel like what part this chamber can play to promote not only the trade, commerce, industry, and my focus is always one thing, the joint ventures. So how we are going to develop a platform between these two countries to make some efforts to bring the industries, technology to Pakistan, so Pakistan peoples can get the maximum benefit from this kind of platform.
Yeah, that compare with our chambers, the other chambers. So our chamber do have our own strengths. For example, so now we do have that member from both countries. So that these members, they have their own demands to have a collaboration together, so they can support together. This is number one. Number two, as the cross-country the chambers, so we have the representative in different countries. So for example, in Pakistan, so as well, we also have that local presence in China as well. So all of the local, you can call that the liaison office, you can can provide that offline support to another countries. So this is number two. Number three is that, we also have a collaboration chambers in China, collaboration chambers in Pakistan. So we also, besides this, we also get the local government and the federal government to support this chamber. So for this reason, we combine that supporting strengths to support our members.
Yes, that's something very good. You told me like you have a lot of support from the local government, from the central government. And this is, if you want to develop cross-border trade or the cross-border cooperation, you need to have a support. And this support is like, it is not, we cannot call it NGO, but it is also some semi-governmental organization where the organization can provide its fund by itself, but it is to develop a larger interest, between two countries. Coming up next, that how you feel like right now Pakistan have a lot of problem with the food, Pakistan have a lot of problem with the production of agriculture. Do you think that the Chinese side need to bring up some good technology to Pakistan to make a larger cooperation with the Pakistani farmers, even for the seeds and the way of the cultivation. What I get to know, only like a garlic, it's a big deal that Pakistan is importing from China from last so many years. But China have a very good technology to produce a large quantity of garlic and ginger. How comes that China can help the Pakistan farmers to grow up the same kind of garlic and ginger in Pakistan, so we could have saved at least like what I get to know is $0.7 billion economy. We are spending like $0.7 billion just for the import of the garlic and the ginger. So could you please also advise us that the China side will help Pakistan to deal in these kind of things?
Yeah, it's not the willingness, but also this practically China and Pakistan are doing the same thing. You see, this is one of the key area of that CPEC second phase, phase 2. So phase 2 will be focused on the industry capacity cooperation, focus on agriculture cooperation, focus on education, technology transfer, etc. So as you are very right, as concerned as that agriculture, this is the biggest goal to working together between Pakistan and China. Pakistan is that also in the backbone industry. Agriculture is the backbone industry in Pakistan. So also China have that is a very famous, have advanced technology compared with the existing situation in Pakistan. This is the right time to make the collaboration. So few successful cases already happened. You know that just like you might heard the Chile, that cooperation in Pakistan that they started from last year. The test the seeds, they make the test preparation, test production in Pakistan. After it's successful, they will expand it. So also you might hear that that there's another good news that I mean that cooperation also will be go for the step between Pakistan and China. So this is that one by one the products will be going on. As you mentioned, the garlic maybe also one of the production for the next the products. So we see the biggest goal in agriculture as well.
Yes, I must say that I'm talking with a very genius person, the president of Pakistan-China Joint Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Wang Zihaie. The area he indicated, what Pakistan needs right now is the transfer of technology and joint venture. And it was the phase 2. We always call what is CPEC. CPEC was in different phases, and exactly what I get to know in Pakistan, I must say, Wang Zihaie is a half Pakistani now, and he indicated the right area that joint venture is our second phase. But may I ask some questions that is that we are ready for the second phase? This is my question almost with all that decision makers in Pakistan. Is that we are ready for the second phase? The second phase is mostly with the joint ventures. Did we try to arrange such a skill like we have developed some institutes where we can produce skilled labor? Coming up, my next question to Wang Zihaie. Mr. Wang, how do you feel like the industrial cooperation can develop more faster between China and Pakistan, as China has spent a lot of money in research and development, and now they are in the developed nations of the world where they are using the best technology of the world. But till today, we did not see like some larger companies from China, they are getting an initiative to move their factories to Pakistan. What is very important that Pakistan can get some hand from China in terms of technology.
Yeah, that actually that's the things already that's going on. So for example, that China that facilitate Pakistan use to get that more opportunity to get education in China through different scholarships and also through different the way to facilitate these young talents. So this is the one way. Secondly, that in some area, so we some universities also joined hands with Pakistan University to make the joint research and also to make this technical assistance
Sorry to
together.
interrupt you. Actually, this was my point, that we in Pakistan, I want to address to the Pakistan peoples, like we have to arrange a skilled labor if we want to get investors from China moving to Pakistan, and we want them to establish their factories in Pakistan. So best thing is, this is my question to the Pakistan authorities. We have to arrange the skilled labor, and skilled labor is very important to run any economy. Yes, Mr. Wong, sorry to interrupt you. You can continue.
Yeah, so I mean that this is just the start. You know, technology is that will be very important to develop any industry. One technology, second is that human resources of these the trainees. I think before moving any that advanced technology, we have to focus on that technology. This is the human resources collaboration, or this is the vertical training. We call that education. This is that we should focus on this area before we move to welcome that big way of joint venture collaboration.
So this is what Mr. Wong have just explained. If we want to have a technology companies coming to Pakistan, did we train our local peoples, our human resources, our HR? They can come up with the best knowledge, at least not best knowledge, but common knowledge to work in these kind of organizations. Right now, what I understand, we did not prepare this kind of skilled labor. Mr. Wong, you're right. I want to appreciate your thinking. Mr. Wong, right now we have the biggest trade partner is China and Pakistan. So working with the China and Pakistan, sometimes there is some dispute. It's called ADR, alternative dispute resolution, or like. So how you feel like Pakistan China Chamber of Commerce can play some character in this area? If there is some Pakistani, they are meeting some problems in the China, some kind of discrepancy or misunderstanding. So alternative dispute resolution is a very big area where you can have a lot of arbitration centers. And so do you think it is very important now? Because what I guess that the Pakistan imports from China is touching almost $20 billion annually.
Yeah, that you are right. You know, dispute is a part of the business. You cannot stop the dispute. So this is to make that ADR is also very initiative idea from our chambers. So that we try to facilitate businessmen either from Pakistan, either from China to set down their dispute. What we will do, we will get the support from the government, get the support from chambers, and also get that support from different third party to solve the issues. Yes, that we also for this kind of initiative also just taking. We hope we can go to further step that can facilitate that the businessmen who are facing problem to solve them problem. But frankly speaking, it's not easy work, but we will do our best, spare no efforts on this. Also, one suggestion. So, you know, when the businessman, they are, why this dispute happens? Normally, they are too much focused on the price. You know, if anyone offer your price that other than fair value, as the businessman should be careful. So
I understand because the Chinese, they take Pakistanis very specially. Whenever we go to the Chinese, even to the factory, even we sit down in the taxi, they always ask us Nisunalida, means you are from where? We always say Pakistan da. Oh, then they have one word is Thegaman, like we are the Iron Brothers. Sure,
Yeah.
Chinese take the Pakistanis always like the iron brothers. It doesn't mean that these kind of arbitration matters are going to affect our relationship. Okay, so we will be back after a small break.